it really does allow visibility into where students are getting stuck and can help both from a practitioner level provide better support to students, but I think from an institutional level provide visibility into where barriers are, allow iteration on policy and program and where our resources are allocated so that institutions can be nimble and agile and responsive to the needs of their particular students in a way that allows them to more efficiently and effectively begin to reach their institutional goals, or at least be able to carve out a pathway in the direction of those goals.
Yeah, that's interesting. We were working with another university recently about that, and I mean that was one of the things that we looked at and kind of had as an initial conversation was they had just gone through and created a new strategic plan, right? And so there was persistence goals and retention goals and different things that they had over a 5-year time period, and really kind of thinking with them about, hey, how do we have check-ins? And so we're making sure that we're on our way to that goal. And I do think that's one of the things that's nice with what we're talking about here is, not only are there signals for the students on who to go and have conversations with, but it's so much more robust than that you can also track that persistence, and you can track retention, and you can track trends over time. And, if you go up a level to the advising administrator or maybe even up another level to the executive administrator, and you're talking about administrative analytics, and you start digging in at a more macro level than what we've been talking about today. We've been more focused on the advising side per se than the administrative analytics side. But there's a lot of tools in a lot of different ways then that you can nudge from that executive level that has impacts overall too. And so I think that's what's fun is it's the ability for an institution to start to really understand their own data, to make informed choices, to see areas where they have opportunity, and then to put some of those campaigns or some of those ideas into play. And then I think our really successful institutions, Katie, what they're doing is they're identifying the opportunity. They're coming up with some kind of a plan with the group of, hey, this is how we want to tackle it. And then they're doing the third part, which is really important, which is, all right, let's assess and figure out, did that actually work? Did that success tactic that we just put out into the world have an impact? And if it did, let's kind of rinse and repeat that. And, it's interesting, too, if you look at initiative analysis, sometimes it may look like it doesn't necessarily have a huge impact overall, but with initiative analysis, you can kind of drill down on that and see maybe there was a particular population, first term, second term students that really, really benefited out of a success metric. And then we can get that actionable data to people who are doing work every day to say, hey, we know that this is going to give a lift of 7% for this population. Let's make sure we get more of that population into these, success initiatives kind of things. So